Hello friends, good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. How are you friends? Hope you are doing good. My name is Chitra Varun and today we will discuss about the human disease which can be caused either by protozoas, bacteria or viruses. Friends, if we talk about the biology section, you can see in all competitive exams, 1 or 2 questions is usually asked from this portion. The question can be either disease name or associated organs, and sometimes question can be directly from their associated symptom. So in this video, we will discuss about the major human disease which can be caused by protozoa, bacteria or virus. So let's begin friends. These are my credentials. Now move on to the protozoan disease. First we talk about malaria disease. Malaria is a life-threatening mosquito-borne blood disease. So first question here arises, which causes malaria? Malaria is caused by Plasmodium parasite. This is a protozoan parasite which causes malaria, and this is transmitted by the bite of infected mosquito. So this is the carrier female Anopheles. This is a mosquito which transmit the Plasmodium parasite to the human being. So this is a carrier. So if we say Plasmodium, that is a parasite which affect human being during malarial infection, and this Plasmodium parasite complete their life cycle in 2 organs. Like affected organs are RBC, that mean red blood corpuscles, which is present in our blood, and liver. This is a organ. So Plasmodium parasite which complete life cycle in this RBC as well as liver. So they both are affected by the Plasmodium parasite. And now symptoms. Symptoms में क्या है? Symptoms are chill, fever, sweating, usually occur a few weeks after being bitten. That means after the biting of this female Anopheles that transmit this Plasmodium parasite to the blood of human being, there is a fever and chill, fever with shivering occurs. So this is a main symptom. Now move on to the second one, sleeping sickness. This is also known as African sleeping sickness, and this is caused by the parasite Trypanosoma brucei, and this is transmitted by the carrier Tsetse fly. Tsetse fly क्या करता है? Tsetse fly carry the infection. When an infected fly bites you, the infection spread through your blood flow. And Tsetse fly is a native to the African continent. That's why it is called as African sleeping sickness. So this is spread by the Tsetse fly. Advanced stage of this disease, advanced stage, if we talk about the advanced stage, then it will affect your brain and central nervous system. And its symptom, if we talk about its symptom, then it is a fever with severe sleep. That's why it is also known as sleeping sickness. Here the patient can feel severe sleep during the infection of Trypanosoma brucei. Now move on to the third one, that is pyorrhea. Pyorrhea क्या है? Pyorrhea is a serious gum infection that damage your gums and can destroy their jaw line. So it affects the gum and causes the gum inflammation, and it is caused by the parasite. This is a protozoan parasite. It is also its name is Entamoeba gingivalis. So it mainly causes bleeding and inflammation in gums. Its main symptom is to cause bleeding in gums. So here pyorrhea is caused by the Entamoeba gingivalis. This is a amoeba, protozoan amoeba. Now move on to the fourth one, that is diarrhea. Diarrhea is when your bowel movements become loose or watery. So in this condition, diarrhea affect basically intestine, and this is caused by the Entamoeba histolytica. So here the symptom includes mucus and diarrhea with bloody stool. So this is mainly related with the loose motions. Now move on to the fifth one, that is Kala Azar. This is also known as black fever. It is a disease that caused by the infection with Leishmania donovani parasite. This is a protozoan parasite which causes the Kala Azar or black fever in human being. Kala Azar mainly transmitted by the sandfly. That means sandfly is a carrier and it basically affect your bone marrow, that means internal organs like bone marrow, liver, spleen, swelling of liver and spleen, and it also causes high fever, weight loss. These are the symptoms of this Kala Azar disease. Kala Azar is also known as visceral leishmaniasis because it basically affects your visceral organs like bone marrow, spleen, liver, and this is caused by the Leishmania donovani. So this is all about protozoan disease. Now move on to the bacterial disease. First one is tetanus. Tetanus is also known as lockjaw. You can see here is a closing of, this is a symptom, closing of jaws, that means lockjaw is a symptoms of tetanus. This is a serious bacterial infection that cause painful muscle spasm and can lead to death. So this basically caused by the Clostridium tetani. It is a bacteria. The name of bacteria is Clostridium tetani that causes the tetanus or lockjaw, and this affects mainly your nervous system of the human being. So tetanus is caused by the Clostridium tetani, and it affects your nervous system. Here in the disease, that means in tetanus, Clostridium tetani, this is a bacteria that releases a bacterial toxin, and this toxin affect your nervous system, and basically muscle contraction, particularly of your jaws and neck muscles को ये affect करता है, and then this leads to painful muscle contraction and your jaws become lock, closing of jaws. So this is caused by the Clostridium tetani. Now second one, that is cholera. Cholera is caused by Vibrio cholerae. This is a bacteria. Actually it is a bacterial disease that causing severe diarrhea and dehydration. Usually this is spread by the water if we drink contaminated water. So this is the main cause of cholera in small kids. So this affects your intestine, and here is continuous stool and vomiting occur due to this Vibrio cholerae. This is a bacteria. So this is all about cholera. Now third one is typhoid. Typhoid is also known as enteric fever, and typhoid fever is an infection that is spread through the contaminated food and water, and this contamination is caused by the Salmonella typhi. That means if water and food is contaminated with Salmonella typhi, so this is the major cause. This is a bacteria which causes the typhoid in human being, and it affects basically your intestine, and this causes high fever, headache and other symptoms. So typhoid is disease that caused by the Salmonella typhi. Now fourth one is tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is also known as TB. It is a potentially serious infection bacterial disease that mainly affect your lungs, and it is caused by the bacteria Mycobacterium tuberculosis. This is a bacteria which causes the tuberculosis in your lungs, and here the symptoms include repeated coughing, mucus release in your from your lungs. So this is a contagious infection. This can spread through air. Now fifth one is diphtheria. Diphtheria is a disease or a serious infection of nose and throat that easily preventable by the vaccine. So it mainly affect your respiratory tube of lungs, and this is caused by the Corynebacterium diphtheriae. So this is the strain name, that is Corynebacterium diphtheriae, which causes diphtheria in human being, and basically this affected your respiratory tube in lungs. Diphtheria symptom include sore throat, fever, swollen lymph node and weakness, and as well as difficulty in respiration and suffocation. So it basically causes a difficulty in respiration and suffocation because it mainly causes infection in your respiratory tubes. So this is all about diphtheria. Now move on to the another disease. Now sixth one, plague. Plague is a serious bacterial infection that is transmitted by the fleas, and the organism that causes plague is known as Yersinia pestis. This Yersinia pestis lives in small rodents that is found most commonly in rural area or semi-rural area of Africa, Asia and United States. So the main cause of plague is Yersinia pestis. This is a bacteria which causes plague, and it affects your lungs, and its symptom includes very high fever, headache, fatigue and muscle ache. So this is all about plague. Here friends, the plague which affect the organs are between the lungs area, between the two lungs. That means they affect basically your lymphatic system, that includes tonsils, adenoids, spleen and thymus. So here ये जो plague होता है that affect your lymphatic system, और उसमें lymphatic systems में हमारे ये आ जाते हैं tonsils, adenoids and thymus. So here correct this. It affects lungs area between the two lungs, that mean lymphatic system, which include tonsils, thymus. That's it. So corrected from this slide. Whooping cough. Whooping cough, it is also known as pertussis, a respiratory illness that commonly known as whooping cough is a very contagious disease that is caused by a type of bacteria known as Bordetella pertussis, and these bacteria attach to cilia. Cilia is, what is cilia? Cilia is a hair like extension which is found on the upper part of respiratory system. So it affects basically cilia, and there is a coughing which look like whoop. That's why it is called as whooping cough. Main symptom includes severe cough that sounds like whoop, and runny nose is another symptom. So continuous coughing occur in the whooping cough. This is also known as pertussis, and this is caused by the Bordetella pertussis bacteria. Now 8th, pneumonia. Pneumonia is an infection that inflame your lungs air sac, basically known as air sac known as alveoli, and the air sacs may fill up with fluid or pus, or that may cause a serious respiration problem during the pneumonia, and this is caused by the bacteria Diplococcus pneumoniae. This affect your lung or respiratory system, and this causes high fever, swelling in lungs, and runny nose, as well as difficulty in breathing. So this is the main symptoms. So this is all about pneumonia. Now 9, leprosy. Leprosy is also known as Hansen disease, and this mainly affect your skin and nervous system, nerves. So it is caused by the Mycobacterium leprae. This is a bacteria known as Mycobacterium leprae which causes leprosy in human being, and there is a spot on body and nerve affected. It is a chronic curable infection disease mainly causing skin lesions and nerve damage. So this is curable. Now 10, gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is a infection with sexually transmitted bacteria. It is a sexual transmitted bacterial infection that is untreated and may cause infertility in women. So this affect your basically your urinary path, and this is caused by the Neisseria gonorrhoeae. It is a bacteria that causes swelling in urinary path. So it can cause infertility in human beings. So this is caused by the Neisseria gonorrhoeae, and the infection is basically transmitted through the sexual contact with an infected person which having this Neisseria gonorrhoeae bacteria in their penis, vagina, anus or mouth. So this main cause of this infection is the sexual contact of infected person. Now 11, syphilis. Syphilis is a infection that is caused by the Treponema pallidum. This is a bacteria which causes the infection, and this is transmitted by the direct contact with the syphilis sore on the skin in mucous membrane, and a sore can occur on the vagina, anus, rectum, lips and mouth. So this bacteria Treponema pallidum is the cause of syphilis disease. It is a sexual disease, and this affect your urinary path, and here the symptom include wounds in urogenital tract. So this is a sexual disease and is caused by the Treponema pallidum. Friends, till now we have discussed all bacterial and protozoan disease which majorly ask in your SSC UPSC and all competitive exams. So now move on to the virus disease. 1. AIDS. AIDS is also known as human immunodeficiency virus or HIV, or AIDS full form is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So this is basically caused by the virus HIV, human immunovirus deficiency virus. So this basically affect your defensive system, that means WBC, white blood corpuscles of your blood, and it affect your immune system of the body. AIDS is a chronic, potentially life-threatening condition that is caused by the human immunodeficiency virus, and this way HIV enter in your body and it weakens your immune system. It affect basically your WBC, and HIV interfere with your body's ability to find the organism. That means it affects all your immune system, or it weakens your immune system so that you cannot fight against any other organism. So this is basically a sexually transmitted infection, and it affects your WBC. Affected organ is WBC. So we have to remember its name. That means the virus name is human immunodeficiency virus or HIV virus, that basically causes AIDS. And now second is a dengue fever. Dengue fever is a mosquito-borne tropical disease that is caused by the dengue virus. It affects your whole body, head, eyes and joints, and it causes pain in eyes, pain in muscles, head and joints. So these are the symptoms. And if we talk about its carrier, that means who transmit dengue virus from one person to another. So here one mosquito, Aedes mosquito is there, which is a carrier which transmit this dengue virus from infected person to normal person. Now third one, polio or poliomyelitis. This is a highly contagious viral infection that causes paralysis, breathing problem and may be fatal. So this is basically caused by the polio virus, and it affects your throat, backbone and nerves, and here the symptom includes fever, body pain, and the backbone and intestinal cells are destroyed. So this is highly contagious disease that is caused by the polio virus. Now fourth one is influenza. Influenza is also known as flu. This is an infectious disease that caused by a influenza or influenza virus, and this affect your whole body, and the symptom can be mild to severe. The most common symptom includes high fever, runny nose, sore throat, muscle pain, headache, coughing, sneezing and feeling tired. Restlessness वाली conditions इसमें होती है. So mainly this is caused by the influenza virus, and it affect your whole body. Here you correct this, it is caused by the influenza virus. Fifth, chickenpox. Chickenpox, also known as varicella, because it is caused by the varicella zoster virus. It is a highly contagious infection and it affects your whole body. If we talk about its symptoms, so there is a blister-like rashes which first appear on the face and trunk and then spread throughout the body. So there is a high fever, reddish eruption on the body. So this is caused by the varicella zoster virus that caused the chickenpox. Now 6 is a smallpox. A smallpox is a contagious disease that is caused by the variola virus, and it affects your whole body, and there is a formation of blister like, that means eruptions of boil on the body, and it causes light fever. And this disease actually eradicated worldwide by 1980. So this is no more now. So smallpox actually is caused by the variola major or variola minor virus. Now 7, measles. Measles is a very contagious disease that is caused by a rubella virus. It is spread through the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes. So measles start with a cough, runny nose, red eyes with a fever, and then there is a rash on tiny red spot breakout. Like their symptoms includes red skin rashes appear on the body, and it causes fever, sore throat and coughing, runny nose and chilling. So this basically affect your whole body, and it is caused by the rubella virus. Now 8, rabies. Rabies is it is basically spread through animal bite. It is a deadly virus, rabies virus, which spread to the people through the saliva of infected animal. This is present in an infected animal saliva, and after the biting of animal, they spread to the human beings and they affect the nervous system of the human being, and that causes madness with a severe headache, high fever, and there is a condition known as hydrophobia. That means human can fear with the water. So this is a condition in the rabies, that means this is the symptom of rabies. So we have to remember here that rabies is caused by the rabies virus, and it is spread via the infected animal. If they bite on human being, then they spread, they are present actually on the saliva of the animal. So it basically affects the nervous system of human being. 9. Hepatitis A. Hepatitis A is a viral liver disease that can cause mild to severe illness. The hepatitis A virus is transmitted through the ingestion of contaminated food and water or through the direct contact with the infected person. So this hepatitis A actually affects your liver and causes jaundice and some other problem in liver, and this is caused by the hepatitis A virus. And symptoms include liver inflammation, that means cells which is present in the liver is inflamed, and eyes and skin color become yellow, and there is a urine also appear yellow. So this is all about hepatitis A. Now 10. Herpes. Herpes is an infection that is caused by the herpes simplex virus, and here symptom includes blister, ulcer, pain when urinating, cold sore and vaginal discharge. So herpes simplex virus basically affect your skin and urinogenital tract. So it basically affect your mouth and genital organs. So you have to correct it here, mouth and genitals. Here we can say herpes are of two types. One is genital herpes, that means a common sexually transmitted infection marked by genital pain and sores, and other one is cold sores, that means infection with the herpes simplex virus around the border of the lips. So it is mainly occur on the mouth as well as genital organ. So this is all about viral disease. So we have discussed so far protozoan, bacterial and viral infection of the human being. Now I am stopping my video here, and we will continue our lecture 2 in next video. So friends, thank you very much, and please subscribe my channel for latest update of my videos. Thank you.